That's how you feel.
I feel fantastic, man. I feel grateful. I feel accomplished. I feel like it was all worth it.
17 tracks, 44 minutes. You know, don't feel like you have to like be deep listening to every single song, but I will say that every song does have meaning. I dedicated this album to my grandfather who passed away and my grandmother because they were like the best example to me of like happiness. You know, they got together when they was like 16 years old and my grandma stayed with him till he died of Alzheimer's. So that was the best example I had.
Yeah.
And yeah, I went to their house in Puerto Rico every single summer when I was a kid. So that's kind of what a happy home means. But I also dedicate it to my kids because I feel like this is the most raw and real and vulnerable I've ever been in my music. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. Yeah, just enjoy.
Let's give it up for Brother Dom.
Like homage to my grandfather, to be honest. You know, if you hear the hook, I talk about the people that passed away. The first voice you hear is my wife, which is very meaningful to me.
There's a lot of things I learned, and I'd really have to like sit here for like 5 minutes. I'd probably have to like make a list, but I'd say the biggest thing that came away from me, especially like when working with people you're close with, is to trust them and to just stay very open-minded. There's, you know, a few times throughout the process where I felt like, oh, this song has to come out by this time, or this video needs to come out by now, and that's just the way I think. And I mean, if I was making the whole shit by myself, then that's acceptable. But you know, it's not only T-Dot, it's you, it's Black God, it's other collaborators. So you know, if you want to be such a, for lack of a better word, like control freak, like you might as well just do the shit by yourself. So I learned to like let go of all that along the way. And as I let go of that, everything got better. Everything felt better. The music sounded better. I actually started to enjoy everything more, as opposed to like doing shit like based on deadlines or when I think things need to happen or the way it looks, quote unquote. So I'd say that's the biggest thing, you know, to trust the people that you're working with them. You're working with them for a reason. So like just let the process be what it is.
Yeah, it's cool as fuck. I want to go there like as a group because there's like a...
The aggression I got from my father, the love I got from my cousins, playing Pokemon in our pajamas. Big bro put me on the Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, in the beginning was sound, and the sound was the word, 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 word. They wanted peace, and my peace is peace though. To the ones that's deceased, rest in peace, yo. They wanted peace, and my peace is peace though. Got the world on my back, yo. Eve hope.
Yeah, man, so Terrence gave me that beat sitting in this room. It was just me in here. I think it was like December 26th, the day after Christmas. Because we don't celebrate none of that shit.
No, we don't.
Damn.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Like that. We were both somber as fuck. Like, fuck this.
I wish I was at home.
I do want to say, man, my grandfather passed away from alcoholism and dementia. And that's
Yeah, I remember one year I released a song. I rapped to this J Dilla beat. I forgot what the name of the beat is. I think it's like Time. I know I named my song Time. And that was really cool. That was like the SoundCloud days. That was like, this is like 10 years ago. But yeah, I never released a project. I feel like it's kind of like self-centered or some shit, or it's like a way to like manipulate people. Like, yo, you better listen to this shit. It came out on my birthday. But this wasn't initially supposed to come out on my birthday, first of all. And I also had an idea a few months ago to release shit on the 9th of every month, because that's like my number. So the single came out October 9th, second single came out November 9th. I got ideas for stuff I want to release on the 9th moving forward, but again, it's just about how to navigate that without doing a disservice to this project. So yeah, man, it feels good though. Again, happy birthdays and reviews at the same time. That's what's up.
This nigga said Cortez, bro.
That shit all fat. That shit all fat, but narrow. Like,
Worth it.
them shits is called a little sweat. Like, oh, he's right. Like,
I feel
yeah.
like I was in my
Them joints was the business.
Hey, I'm working. I ain't trying to stunt. I'm so big come.
I mean, yeah, those are work shoes.
I just got off of work.
Yeah.
Is that what you got on? The hookahs right now?
Yeah, whoever.
Find them honest, layers to the unconscious. Come up with double entendres from the blocks of the bronze bombers. Promise, we not farmers. Grew up on top ramen. The day the sun will come out is when I stop grinding. Peaks and valleys can't stop climbing. The journey's here, can't stop arriving.
We're on shrooms when we make this one.
Oh yeah. This is one of the crazy.
Shit, I don't even know. Yeah, man, just enjoying the process because this has been the most effort and energy I've put into a project. So, you know, between the just like multiple studio sessions, mixing sessions, going back and forth with people that are collaborators, deciding like what's the track list, what's the bonus tracks, all that type shit. Like now that all that is done, I just want to enjoy it. You know, like I was talking to Johnny earlier and he was just like, man, I hope you enjoy it. Some shit like that. He said something like that, but it was a good reminder and that's what I want to do. Although I do have other projects like mentally lined up, I don't want to rush into like making more music because I don't want to take away from what we did. Not that it means it's taken away, but yeah, I just want to like bask in it or whatever the fuck the word would be. You know, like just enjoy that we, you know, me and one of my best friends, you know, my brother just spent a whole fucking year and a half working on music that we didn't really know what the final product would look like or sound like or feel like, but we just kept trusting the process. So now that it's done, trust everything that comes after that. Like, don't be in a rush to do anything else. Let things come to you, you know.
Not even on the end, on the beginning. This is some of my friends right here just talking at the beginning.
Apartment 3D, that's where it all started at. Playing with the God particle, you don't want no parts of that. I talk about the universe, cause I'm really all of that. In another space and time, these poems were an artifact. Up inside, dog, we still doing one time. I'm knotted up, healing it is not enough. Park the whip inside of us, park the whip inside of us. I'm on the high, I got to rush. Feel the people what they want something they can trust, want someone they can trust. I don't know if I'm enough, I just hope they feel the love. All these years in the mud, shedding tears in the sun. Playing seeds, smoking bud, pouring liquor for the ones. Resting
My son and my daughter right there.
They say home is where the heart is. Learning how to be a father. Gotta learn now, not tomorrow. These kids growing, time is borrowed. Lose my mind if we can't bond more. Last visit ain't enough, need an encore. I'm a piece of shit, I should call more. These are the waves I gotta deal with. Talk about some real shit. My pops is
Lost to me. Lost to me. Yeah, lost to me.
I wanted it for life.
I looked for water
and
I just
got a soulmate, got a wife, purity is my
was actually like water meditation. And
They learned me young,
So I
get into class, I was
this shit
feeling
and bring it back later.
learning about mass.
perfection in every single pyramid. The vision is enticing, need you to close your eyes. Striking them like lightning, it's like the third time. Working through the night.
If anything, what I've learned from making this one is that the longer the better in a lot of ways. You know, that's not like a solid truth. Like, you don't always have to take a long time to make great things, but I'm okay now, a lot more okay with taking a long time to work on some shit. So those other projects, they're not as much of a priority as I thought they were. Prior to making this album, my mind was all about like, all right, I'm gonna drop this month, and then I'm gonna drop 3 months later, and then I'm gonna drop 3 months later, because it's all about this consistency and being in people's faces and all this bullshit. But if the album is so good and it's 17 tracks long and there's so much layers to the music, what about like a music video to every song, or to perform as much as we can, to go to states I've never been to perform, like milking the product, for lack of a better word, as opposed to just moving on to the next shit. And I think that takes discipline, because I'm always excited to make new things, but I'm also selling myself short if I just move on, because like perception is reality. So if people perceive like, oh, okay, he's talking about this album and then now he's already starting to promote the next one, like, then that's the way it's going to be received. But if I keep talking about Happy Home for all of 2025 or most of 2025, then the motherfuckers that were just ignoring it, they're eventually going to be like, all right, he's been going on for almost 2 years now. You know, like, what the fuck is this shit about? So to answer the question, what's next? I really don't know exactly what's next, but I know I want to give this project everything it deserves. I did dedicate it to, like, my grandfather who passed away. I dedicate it to my kids because the reason it is dedicated to them is because it's the most transparent version of me, the most vulnerable version of me in my music. So, like, if there's ever any doubt in who I am, then, like, yo, you could just listen to this. So I would be doing a disservice to all those people, not just myself, by just moving on to the next shit. But the next shit's still coming.
Like staring at the paint dry. I'm basically talking about the foundation of building a house. I just want to let the flow settle. I'm saying flow, but I'm saying floor at the same time. You'll see, hopefully. But yeah, it's called Wild Wings. It's one of my favorite songs.
Anxiety, microphase. That shit is hilarious. I got that.
Like staring at the paint dry. I'm basically talking about the foundation of building a house. I just want to let the flow settle. I'm saying flow, but I'm saying floor at the same time. You'll see, hopefully. But yeah, it's called Wild Wings. It's one of my favorite songs.
Anxiety, microphase. That shit is hilarious. I got that got made in like what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, we call this shit Wild Wings because Terrence just ate some Wild Wings and he threw it up. And we just kept it simple. It's like, why think of a name? Man, I love this song, man. This song means a lot to me. I talk about my grandfather in this song too.
There's things to address while we still in the flesh. Ain't been feeling this fresh up to the ceiling with stress. See, ceiling feelings win. Everyone applauds with a grin and turns blind now, cause it's a friend of a friend. Seems like the gold medal is the cold bezel. I just wanna open windows
And let the flow settle.
The draft hit.
Let the draft hit.
The paint dry.
Paint dry. The notions. Bag with some very rare clothing. All sober, no smoking. Shit, I'm smoking. Yeah, man, the next song is the last song, so honestly, I just want to say thank you guys for being here. I know at least one of you motherfuckers got work tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, man. Like, I just can't say thank you enough. Just know when I say thank you, I really, really, really mean that shit. Thank you guys for just being here. The next song is Journal Entry 3. So basically, Journal Entry 1 was me talking about my relationship with like women when I was young. Second journal entry is about my relationship with someone that kind of treated me like shit. And the third journal entry is pretty much me talking to myself, like me realizing
in my head, all my buttons have been pushed. Exponential drag, got me sleeping on the good. Don't really need your head. I settle for a touch. All I see is red. All I see is red. I've been your biggest critic for a minute. Thinking every time I got you figured out, you go and pivot. Find another lane and maneuver in it. Build a wall, who is you defending? You get so offended when I ask if it's love or codependence. You grew up different, so you knew the business. Can't provide too many receipts because it's too descriptive. Do the math, I don't wanna lose my interest. All these journal entries too specific. I forgive you for the moody lyrics, but there's one thing I learned that you stand on. You knew exactly what you was doing and you ain't playing wrong. You a man, baby boy, make sure you stand strong. Soaring with them eagles like Cameron. Make sure they land in my head, all my buttons.
I had to drop this shit on my birthday. Like, this is just kind of weird now getting this much attention and shit, but
Yeah.
I think
Hey, you made it. You're still here.
Hell yeah. That shit put me on another
Ain't no one to play with.
What up with that?
I saw
No, that got go.
baby. That shit got me fired up.
We about to bump this on the way home. We might have to bump this on the way home, bro.
Boy, I got friends hoping that they make the tabloids. You know the last one figure, he was Magneto. You pay God, you gon' get what you ask for. You got the same 24, what you mad for? I put a square on his back like I'm Jack Dorsey. It's high jumps if I make a public appearance. Go back to hiding cause I'm ready for you, nigga. Small 21,004. The black no, I just drink me a coke. I won't do with a therapeutic flow. Put a few